I want to talk about vampirism real quick because I feel like the Lover's card is the perfect mixture of all that you need, affection and sex and all the good shit. But that doesn't add on to what it's like to communicate with someone about their real, true, genuine feelings and emotions. That doesn't add on the person's baggage or the trauma. The Lover's card is just two people uniting and becoming some sort of official thing. It's not like the Lover's card also talks about the baggage that needs to be put down in order to discover and communicate with each other appropriately. I feel like there's a lot of problems between y'all and some of y'all's partners. The vampirism shit, whether you believe it's karmic or a relationship that you got in on a whim, because that's usually what it is. Like, we can't blame everything on karma and God or whoever the fuck you believe in punishing us. A lot of the time we're punishing ourselves. You got me? So justice, that's you in the middle. A lot of the time we're punishing ourselves, and we stay in draining situations because it makes us feel less. Okay, it doesn't make us feel better. It makes us feel less things that we were feeling prior. It makes us feel a lot better about our lives, possibly, but not about our emotions and our feelings. That kind of shit can wait, because then you have a partner that you can project onto and possibly burden them with the aspect of sharing all of your baggage. So in correlation to that, I feel like y'all don't want to admit this, or it's possible that y'all just hide it. Like you hide it because you're like, oh yeah, I mean, we all got our bag, we all got shit to deal with, but what happens when your childish choices are affecting your relationship? Okay, what could be beautiful, and I'm not saying it's just on your side, it could be on theirs too, but what could be beautiful is going to essentially get ruined because you can't tell somebody your story. You see, she got a book out on her lately, and I love The Magician because it's a powerful individual, but it's someone who doesn't necessarily know that they're powerful at times. Because if you look at this shit upside down, the bitch look like she had got a big motherfucking head, right? Because everything, all that ego, everything goes into her head. She can't voice her opinions. Her voice is stuck. Her throat chakra is fucked up. Her cords are clipped. That's what I heard. So you just suffer in silence. Like, Four of Chalices is suffering in silence. It's somebody never knowing the truth. You never knowing your truth. You just sit, and that's, to me, that was screamed that somebody needs to be rewind time, like, out of the relationship and do some work on their own. Like, it's not just about being single, y'all. It's really not just about being single, and we got to stop making about that too, because once you get single, what the fuck do you work on? Do you just hop right into another relationship or hyper focus on love again? Like, it doesn't matter how young you are scarring people out here with your bullshit. So do you keep scarring people out here with your bullshit, or do you work on your fucking self? Because the more that you push and push and push for the right relationship without the right foundation, the more that trauma releases itself. And trauma, when it rears its motherfucking ugly head, it's just not attractive. Okay, and that's when people start distancing themselves away from you. That's when people start walking away from you. That's when people say, I can't do it. I won't do it. Right? And trauma sometimes faces, it shows itself in a way that's more convenient for you. So trauma might show itself in a bout of control, where you're controlling towards another individual, where you might try to control different aspects of their life, who they talk to, where they go, why they go. It's like, those are the signs of somebody who's traumatized as well. When you're trying to control every aspect of someone's life, including how they live, because that's not, this isn't slavery. So, I mean, it is, but we are not the slave masters. So you got to learn how to put yourself in the position of, I'm just a person and you're just a person. We're both human. We both have human things that we go through. Just because we talk about our trauma, it doesn't mean we're over our trauma. And that means you need extra outside help. You need somebody to help guide you. This person can't do that for you. You can't rely on this person so heavily. You can't force this person to be your teacher. Like I said, they're having a human experience just like you. So you need to be ready and willing to communicate with somebody who's a little bit more professional. Maybe even some of y'all deal with Reiki healers, spiritual healers. Whether you believe in that or not, you need to go to somebody to speak to, because you can end up ruining your whole entire relationship on the basis that you can't stop oversharing, or you can't stop hiding shit. This just looks suspicious. Look, the bitch looks suspicious. It looks fucking suspicious.